True believers, Joe Pal Spider-Man. Good morning, spice lords and spicy hot food lovers out there. Going to do another challenge. This one has been hanging out there for a while. Did a hot pepper challenge on the Shaving Cadre, and a lot of people have been participating in that. Thank you very much. Couple years ago, we were going through the process of working our way up through some of the peppers that I was growing in my garden at the time, and went all the way up through scorpion peppers, which was the hottest pepper that I had grown in my garden, and it was the second hottest pepper in the world. So I got myself up to the second hottest pepper, and everyone said, oh, you need to go a step further, you need to go to the Carolina Reaper. Really wanted to. Ordered some Reapers online, had them shipped to me. There was a delay in shipping. It took a week longer to get here than I was supposed to, than they were supposed to. And by the time I received them, I was literally like a few days away from going into surgery, and thought that it was not a good idea to put those in my system at that time. So I put them in the freezer. I think I still got them in there, but I didn't really want to do frozen peppers for the challenge. I was really wanting to do just fresh ones. And so it kind of sat. And then I did some stuff in my garden last year, and the garden just failed. Got taken over by weeds, so none of my peppers worked. So really didn't do much in the way of hot peppers last year. Did a lot with hot sauces over the last year, as you've seen on my channel with the hot one sauces and whatnot. But this year, again, got the garden going, got some hot peppers going. I've got these little, they're called cherry bombs, and I forgot to look these up. I don't even know how hot these are. They're kind of like a mix between a sweet pepper and a hot pepper, but I don't know how hot they are. So I'm gonna start this video out by eating one of these. And in fact, let's just get into that. Let's just go ahead and take one of these and start eating this while I'm talking and get that out of the way. Kind of meaty. So, it's actually really good. Just taking a little bit of water, help me get all the seeds and stuff down. Really, really good. I've cut them up and put them in a few things before. I've taken a bite of one, so I kind of knew that it wasn't super spicy, but haven't eaten a whole one by itself. Surprisingly really good. It tastes like a red bell pepper, like a sweet red bell pepper, but it has just a little bit of kick to it. Not nearly as hot as like a jalapeno. Really, really mild, but really good flavor and good heat. So yeah, interesting. Okay, so moving on. Also growing habaneros. I love habaneros. I've been putting these in salsa. I've been putting these in sauce. We're making pickled jalapenos. We're doing lots of stuff with pickled habaneros. Just doing a lot of stuff with these. These are my favorite pepper. I love the taste of them. They're spicy, but not like super, super spicy. These are just a great all-around pepper, and I love them. The other pepper that I've been growing, aside from just regular bell peppers, is ghost peppers. These things are great. Really hot, but I've never eaten one of these. And so kind of wanted to also put in this video that I'm gonna be eating a ghost pepper. So just because I wanted to see what one actually tastes like, how hot it is. But then leading up to, I've got the Carolina Reaper, which came from Opus X from the Shaving Cadre. He grew these in his garden, and he sent me these, and I sent him some of my ghost peppers in return. So I'm gonna eat one of these, and I'm gonna save the other one for seeds and hopefully grow these myself next year. So we've been, as I said, we've been doing these pepper challenges on the Shaving Cadre. Monkey's been meeting me, John, 1 for 1 on these peppers, and Opus X sent the monkey one of these ghost peppers, or one of the Reapers, sorry. And he ate one of the Reapers. So he's already surpassed me. So the only way that I could think of to surpass him was to eat one of my ghost peppers, followed by the Reaper. So that's what I'm gonna do. Our challenge goes like this. You gotta eat the whole pepper, you gotta swallow it. Then you gotta wait 10 minutes without having anything to drink except for a little bit of water. You can use a little bit of water at the beginning to help wash everything down, get the stuff out of your mouth, because if one of those little seeds or something, a little piece of pepper sticks in your lip, it's gonna burn. So it's good just to rinse your mouth out, get all that down. Water doesn't affect the heat at all. If you think that water is going to give you some relief, it's just maybe an instantaneous relief in your mouth, but as soon as you swallow it, gone. It doesn't help with the heat level. It helps with the comfort of your mouth only while the water is in there. As soon as you swallow, it's right back, flares back up. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do, because I don't want this video to be super, super long, I'm gonna do this, and I'm probably gonna wait 5 minutes, or if I feel like the heat level is coming back down, because peppers tend to ramp up, they'll stay peaked out for a while, and then they'll come back down. So if I feel like this one is starting to come back down before 5 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight to the Reaper. Otherwise, at the 5 minute mark, I will switch. Well, I'm not gonna switch because it's already gonna be down. But I will go from this one straight to the Reaper. So I'm coming up on an even point in my camera. So I am going to start this in 10 seconds. Never had a ghost pepper before. Had a scorpion. There we go. Wow. Oh man. So, just kind of experiencing it. Hiccup. Oh geez, that came out quick. One minute. So, it's hard to talk. Hurts to exhale over the tongue. Most of the heat is on my tongue, all over. All over my tongue. I want to say the back is a little bit worse, but it's not in my throat, it's all over my tongue. Sometimes the heat is towards the back of your throat. This one is all over the tongue. Wow. That's one thing I'm now kind of worried about, is if the, because I know the Reaper is going to, even if this is on the way down, the Reaper is gonna reactivate all this heat and it's gonna be hot like immediately. Even if the Reaper itself might have a warm-up period or a ramp-up period, it's gonna reactivate this and it's gonna get super hot. And my worry is that if the Reaper would normally hit me like in the back of the throat, because of this, I'm gonna feel it in the back and on my tongue all at the same time. Honestly, I feel like it's already coming down a little bit, but I'm not ready to jump to the Reaper quite yet. The ghost pepper, surprisingly fruity. I don't know why I wasn't expecting it to be fruity. I think because of the way they smell, I was expecting it to be much more bland than some of the other peppers. Like, I know the scorpion pepper that I had is really fruity at the beginning, and then the heat kicks in. And I've heard that the Reapers are very fruity, and so I'm kind of looking forward to trying it and getting the taste and seeing what the taste is like. 8, 9, 10, 11, 3.5 minutes is where I'm at right now. And it's subsiding, surprisingly, already. I expected it to last. I mean, my tongue's still on fire, don't get me wrong. But I was expecting it to be stronger for longer. But I know ghost peppers are kind of on the bottom end of the range of super hot peppers, coming in around 1 million Scovilles. The Reaper should be like twice as hot, clocking in up to 2.2 million. And, you know, it varies depending on where you're at, your climate, your soil conditions. Somebody can grow a Reaper from a seed that came from the same pepper, and because their environmental conditions are different from mine, their peppers are much hotter than mine, or vice versa. So you never know where exactly they're at. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're coming up on 5 minutes. So at 5 minutes, in 20 seconds is when I'm gonna do this Reaper. Whew. 5 seconds, here we go. Very fruity, wow. Really good. So far, no different. I'm getting a little bit of action, like I said, in the back of my throat. Now the tongue's ramping up. I feel like I got a little bit something right in my throat. All right. Surprisingly fruity. I can see why that is so popular for hot sauces. It's getting hotter now. I'm trying to feel if my tongue is getting any hotter than it was. I expected a kind of a noticeable difference in heat. It's such a it's such a subjective thing. Like, I don't really feel like it's much hotter than the ghost pepper was. I almost think it was not as hot at all. Which again, it came from a different garden, a different growing conditions. Maybe it just wasn't as hot as some other reapers. I don't know. I was gonna grab some water, but no more water. I'm gonna ride this out. So I started at, once I edit this, the time's gonna be off, but I started this at 13. So I just hit 3 minutes. I almost feel it in my teeth, like my gums. My gums are a little sore. I almost feel it in my back teeth a little bit. Tongue is not really as bad. Man, I almost say that my ghost peppers were hotter than that Reaper was, which can happen. It's not as hot as I was expecting it to be. Like, I totally expected to have it affect my tongue more. I had to blow my nose. So I'm curious, Opus X. You're the one that grew these Reapers. I don't know if you've eaten one, but I did send you some of the ghost peppers. So I'm curious if you notice any difference in the heat level between your Reapers and my ghost. I don't really notice a difference in my mouthfeel per se. I expected to eat the ghost pepper and then have the Reaper just like knock me out and be, again, like twice as hot. It should be twice as hot. So I expected there to be a big ramp up, but again, once it's that hot, I don't know that how much twice as hot can feel. You know what I mean? What is twice as hot? Like, when you go from a jalapeno to a habanero, it's like 10 times as hot, maybe even hotter than that. So like, the jump is much greater. When you go from a habanero to a ghost pepper, I think a habanero is like maybe 20 times hotter than a jalapeno, and a habanero is another 10-fold jump up to the ghost pepper. So when you talk about something being 10 times hotter, it's a whole lot more of a jump than twice as hot. So maybe that's why I'm not getting quite the intensity that I was expecting from the Reaper, because I was already there with the ghost pepper, or close to it. And again, it's a range. Ghost peppers I think can be anywhere between 800,000 up to like 1.1 million. Scorpions are between 1.5 million up to 2 million. And then Reapers are, I think, can be as low as like 1.5 million up to 2.2 million. So maybe I've got like a super hot ghost pepper and then a weaker Reaper. And so the difference between them isn't even like twice as hot. I don't know. Just had some oil hit my throat, and stirring that up really it activated something on the side of my tongue. So that was pretty hot. So where am I at? I was at 13. So I got 3 minutes to go. It's definitely cooled down. Like, I think when I did the Reaper, not the Reaper, I mean, when I did the Scorpion, man, I think that one affected me a whole lot more than this. Because I meant to go rewatch that video so I could see what I was going through when I was doing that pepper, but at the time, I remember just getting like an endorphin rush and like having to get up and walk around and pace. I think it was with the Scorpion that I just had to get up and walk around and do something just because it was like elevating me inside. And I really expected to have to do that again. Now it's definitely much cooler, on its way down. Like I'm over it. Like I still got minute and a half to go. My tongue is still tingly, and I'm sure it's still affecting me a little bit. I feel this like weird feeling like in the front of my skull. Just a weird like warmth feeling. I definitely feel like it's affecting my throat, my chest, my voice a little bit. I'm still not talking where I was at the beginning of this video, obviously. So it's kind of suppressed me a little bit. But as far as heat, like I know I'm gonna feel it in my stomach later, especially eating 3 peppers, even though the first one wasn't very hot. Just putting all that pepper in my stomach and all that heat in my stomach, I'm gonna feel that later. Not really looking forward to that. But we got about 40 seconds left for my 10-minute challenge. I was expecting that Reaper to be a lot hotter. I'm really wondering if the Reaper was just weaker. Because I know John did his video and he said, well, he didn't really have a whole lot of reaction to eating the pepper. And I thought that his reaction to eating the Reaper was much more subdued than my reaction to eating the Scorpion pepper. But now eating the Reaper, it doesn't seem that hot. I'm wondering also how they were grown. I'll have to talk to Opus X about where he grew them, if they were near other peppers, because I know peppers can kind of hybridize, and you can end up making not hot peppers hotter by growing them next to a hot pepper. Vice versa, you can also make your hot peppers not as hot if they are growing next to something else. So I'm wondering growing conditions, if maybe they were near some other peppers, which might have taken it down. Now I wish I hadn't eaten the Reaper with the Ghost, just so I could have the Reaper by itself. I was really expecting it to go like through the roof and be so much hotter, and I don't think it was. So that's interesting. I could eat this other one, but I really kind of want to save these seeds. Well, I don't know. That was my Reaper challenge. So I ate it, and it wasn't as hot as I thought it was going to be. But luckily for us, John, there's some hotter peppers out there. Definitely hotter peppers exist. This is the current Guinness Book holder. There are some hotter peppers. There's the Dragon's Breath pepper, which is supposed to be like 2.4 million. So like another 0.2 million or 200,000 hotter than the Reaper. So, excuse me, is that hotter? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's noticeably hotter, but it's supposed to be hotter. It just hasn't been tested, hasn't been verified by Guinness to actually confirm what they claim. Then Ed Curry is working on a couple more peppers. He's the one that created the Carolina Reaper. He has created Pepper X, which is supposed to be hotter. He's created the Apollo, which is supposed to be hotter. So those are, we're just gonna have to wait and see in the future if those get tested, if those get verified, if they get quantified, and what the heat level is. But I know the Apollo pepper is probably supposed to be the hottest pepper right now. Just hasn't been documented, hasn't been confirmed, but he claims that it's much hotter than the Carolina Reaper. So yeah, all done. Carolina Reaper, check. Hottest pepper in the world, check. Got it. So we'll sign off and get this uploaded, and looking forward to some other challenges. Got some other things to eat. We've got the brand new Pocky One Chip. We'll be eating that soon, not today, but we'll eat that soon, get that taken care of. I still need to do my Toe of Satan. Got that coming up. I've got some more hot sauces to review. So some other things coming up on the channel. Hopefully we'll try to get some more videos. I know it's been a while since I've done a video for this channel, and looking forward to getting some more of those up. So as always, stay spicy and enjoy your foods, y'all. Put some hot sauce on everything. Later. Bye.